Welcome back to The Curious Minds, Knowledge in a Nutshell. I'm Jakub, and today we're diving into the fascinating story of one of the most popular and sometimes controversial fruits of the modern world, the avocado. Whether mashed into guacamole, spread on toast, or blended into smoothies, the avocado has become a global food icon. But where did it come from? Why is it so valuable? And what does it take to get an avocado from a tropical farm to your plate? The journey of the avocado begins thousands of years ago in Central and South America. The fruit is believed to have been domesticated more than 5,000 years ago by ancient civilizations such as the Aztecs and the Maya. Archaeological findings show that avocados were cultivated as far back as 5000 BCE, particularly in areas that are now part of Mexico, Guatemala, and Peru. The Aztecs called it ahuacatl, which also meant testicle in their native Nahuatl language, due to the fruit's shape, and they valued it not only for its nutrition, but also for its supposed aphrodisiac qualities. Despite its long history, the avocado didn't gain international popularity until the 20th century. For a long time, it remained a regional crop, primarily grown and eaten in Latin America. That began to change when California farmers started promoting avocados to American consumers in the early 1900s. The rise of health-conscious diets in the 1980s and 1990s gave the fruit a major boost. Suddenly, the avocado's healthy fats, fiber, and vitamins made it the poster child of the wellness movement. Today, global avocado production is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The world produces over 8 million tons of avocados each year. Mexico is by far the largest producer and exporter, accounting for more than 30% of global production, with the majority grown in the state of Michoacán. Other major producers include Colombia, Peru, Indonesia, Kenya, and the Dominican Republic. Avocados grow best in warm, subtropical climates, and trees can take 3 to 4 years to start producing fruit after planting. In terms of trade, the United States is the largest importer, consuming nearly 2.5 billion pounds of avocados each year. In Europe, France, Germany, Spain, and the UK are the biggest consumers. Consumption in China and other parts of Asia is also rising rapidly, with countries like Japan and South Korea showing strong demand. The surge in popularity has made avocados a valuable export commodity, especially in regions where agriculture is a primary economic driver. For example, Peru, Chile, and Kenya have significantly expanded their export sectors thanks to avocados, generating jobs and attracting foreign investment. The global avocado trade is worth more than $15 billion annually, with projections suggesting it could exceed $25 billion by the end of the decade. The value chain includes everything from nursery cultivation and farm operations to international transport and cold storage. Exporters must coordinate harvest timing with shipping schedules, customs clearance, and retail demand in destination markets. But behind the creamy green exterior lies a complex network of economics and logistics. Avocados are highly perishable, which makes their transportation a major challenge. Unlike mangoes or bananas, avocados are picked while still firm and then ripened during transit. This requires cold chain logistics, a refrigerated supply chain that keeps the fruit at temperatures around 5 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, to delay ripening and prevent spoilage. Once they reach distribution centers, they may be stored in ripening chambers where ethylene gas is used to trigger natural softening before retail. Sea freight is the most common transportation method for long-distance export, while road and rail serve regional markets. Containers must be humidity and temperature controlled throughout their journey, and delays at ports can result in entire shipments being spoiled. Air freight is rare and usually reserved for premium markets due to high cost. On average, logistics costs can make up 30% to 40% of the avocado's retail price, especially when shipping from Latin America to Europe or Asia. Despite these costs, global demand continues to rise. The value of avocados has led to unexpected consequences, particularly in Mexico. In Michoacán, the only Mexican state approved to export to the US, criminal cartels have increasingly infiltrated the avocado trade. Dubbed green gold, avocados have become a new source of income for organized crime groups. These groups extort farmers, demand protection money, and in some cases seize control of entire orchards. Cartels have even infiltrated supply chains and transportation routes, demanding fees from truck drivers and exporters. The extent of cartel involvement is significant. In some regions, growers must pay multiple layers of protection payments to avoid harassment or violence. Armed guards are sometimes used to protect farms during harvest season. In 2022, the US temporarily suspended avocado imports from Mexico after threats were made against US food inspectors. This disruption underscored just how volatile the supply chain can be when criminal organizations are involved. These challenges have prompted some producers and governments to invest in traceability systems, certification programs, and satellite monitoring to ensure avocados come from safe and legitimate sources. Consumers are increasingly aware of these issues, and pressure is growing to ensure transparency and ethical practices in avocado production. Despite the challenges, the avocado remains a staple in kitchens around the world. It is beloved for its nutritional profile, rich in monounsaturated fats, potassium, fiber, and vitamins E and B6. It has become a go-to ingredient for vegetarians, vegans, and anyone seeking healthy fats. Avocado oil is also gaining popularity in cooking and cosmetics for its smooth texture and nutrient density. From a cultural standpoint, the avocado has become a symbol of modern food trends. It dominates social media feeds, appears in cookbooks, and features prominently in brunch menus worldwide. Its rise in popularity has influenced agricultural policy, shaped consumer habits, and even impacted land use in major producing countries. While some criticize the water usage required to grow avocados, about 70 liters per fruit, advances in sustainable farming techniques, such as drip irrigation and intercropping, are helping to reduce the environmental footprint. Interestingly, avocados also contribute to biodiversity in their native growing regions. Their large seeds are a remnant of a prehistoric past when they were likely dispersed by now extinct megafauna, such as giant sloths and gomphotheres. Humans took over that role, spreading avocado cultivation across continents and adapting it to various climates and altitudes. Today, there are more than 500 varieties of avocado, but the most common by far is the Hass avocado, originally patented in California in the 1930s. Its pebbly skin and creamy flesh make it ideal for shipping and eating. Most commercial avocados worldwide are of this variety, which dominates shelves from Tokyo to Toronto. Other varieties like Fuerte, Bacon, and Pinkerton are also grown, though on a much smaller scale. Next time you slice open an avocado, think of its journey, from ancient forests of Central America to modern greenhouses in Kenya, from long-haul shipping containers to your kitchen counter. It's a fruit that has traveled not just through space, but through time, shaped by culture, economics, logistics, and even criminal empires. Next week, we'll explore another fascinating topic. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss it. Until then, I'm Jakob. This is The Curious Minds, knowledge in a nutshell. Stay curious.